Hey, sweet pea. So no, you were not born with a gender. Cis or trans, you were not born having a gender.
It was arrested for domestic violence against a pregnant woman. We've got the mugshot.
Pronouns should be George Floyd.
Hey guys, welcome back to Normal Gays, where we take on LGBT insanity. I'm Brad Polumbo here with Clarkson Lawson.
What's up, guys? Now, before we get into our topic of the day, we are doing a breakdown or a watch party of the documentary of Blossom.
We found a documentary about the lovely ladylike individual named Blossom C. Brown, and we're going to react to some highlights for it for our members.
She was on like Ellen and stuff. Her and Caitlyn Jenner. I'm
sad.
Yeah,
there's tea.
Yeah,
but we're going to go into all of it. But for this video, guys, this will seem like it's just like a cringy woke video. And then I made a dark discovery.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's react to an Instagram influencer who extremely lovely and ladylike. Let me find their exact name. Is Anastasia Alexandria Athena Lennon. And identifies as Omnigender.
Pronouns are the...
Let's listen to this.
Hey, sweet pea. So I'm legally non-binary. Like on my birth certificate, it says non-binary because I'm omnigender. I identify as a woman all of the time, and sometimes I'm also a man. A good portion of the time, actually. So, yeah.
Do y'all know what the that means?
Is that... Okay, so we have omnigender, which means you identify as nothing. Non-binary.
Wait, does it mean that?
Or you identify as both?
I'll Google it. Omnigender.
Not because then non-binary is essentially your...
No. Omnigender is they experience all genders. Like, that's what he was saying. He was saying, I'm a man sometimes.
All genders, then you experience no genders.
No, or all of them. I don't know. This shit makes no sense to me.
I just feel like half of the shit they're talking about all means the same thing.
Yes,
it's like when people say like I'm queer, not bi. It's like, no, bitch, you're actually straight and you're lying. No, but it's just like it all just means something different.
I agree, but that's not actually the point of this video.
Or it doesn't mean something.
That this person makes no sense. I think that's obvious. That takes 30 seconds to dispense with. So we're done with that. But here's what I discovered that was so strange. Read these comments for us. Hang on.
Oh my God.
Read these for us.
Which one were you when you assaulted that pregnant woman?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, sweet pea. How about you keep your hands off women, non-binary or not? Okay. Do you identify as a threat against pregnancy? The man part of you only comes out when you abuse women. Yikes.
So I was like, what is going on in this comment section? So I went and looked into this individual, and allegedly, or I guess you could say arrestedly, it was arrested for domestic violence against a pregnant woman. We've got the mugshot.
Pronouns should be George Floyd. Sorry.
What does that mean?
George Floyd held a...
I thought you were saying that it should get like kneeled on.
No! No. That was like a niche joke, I guess.
So we have this Tulsa County Sheriff's Office custody status notification of this person. So this happened in July of 2025. They were arrested and charged with domestic abuse on a pregnant woman and resisting arrest. So maybe you should worry less about...
I love how it does say gender MW.
M/W? What does that even... did they put both?
They put both.
Oh, no! Why are we respecting this shit?
They put both.
But it was interesting to me. I guess we don't know. Maybe the prosecution is ongoing. Maybe the charges have been dropped. Maybe
allegedly.
Maybe not guilty, but it's certainly sus.
I mean, I definitely get like ticking time bomb vibes from that video.
Extremely.
Yeah.
But I do find it funny how even the woke people were calling about, and they were even saying pregnant people, so that's how you know they're woke, because they weren't saying pregnant women.
Honestly, there has been a shift where I'm starting to see like woke people. I think they're starting to get it.
Well, they'll call out Lily Tino, but they'll still use she, her, and they'll yell at you for not using she, her.
For Lily Tino.
Yeah. I've seen
Which,
these videos.
honestly, I can understand that argument. I don't agree with it. But I'm saying, like, at least the main topic of discussion is being agreed upon that Latino is terrible. She comes up in every video we make.
And every time I get flashbacks.
Yeah.
I'm like a PTSD.
Yeah.
But no, I just thought it was interesting that this person's comment section are all just people bringing this up.
Yeah.
That's on every, so there's
were you just scrolling and you found this?
Yeah, so it's just the algorithm fed me like the pronoun content or whatever, because I obviously save those videos.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the comments as I always do, and I'm like, oh, what is this tea? And
it had 1,300 likes on that comment too.
Yeah, oh, the comments were popping. The comments were getting more likes than the real video. Not huge. Let's see. 282,000 followers on Instagram, so that's a pretty big account. But another weird trans influencer turns out to be weird, allegedly.
A domestic abuser.
Allegedly. Shock face.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Well, we have another video from this person as well. Let's look at this.
Hey, sweet pea. So no, you were not born with a gender. Cis or trans, you were not born having a gender, because gender is a social construct. You were born a baby, and then later you were socialized to have a gender. Stop arguing that anyone was born the gender that they are. That's gender essentialism. No matter what, actually.
Oh my God. This person's vibe is actually like scary.
And when they say, hey, sweet pea to start every video, I feel so unsafe.
It honestly, like this, like if I were to talk to somebody like this, I'd be like, yes, you have beat up a pregnant woman. Like,
believable.
It's believable, even though it's alleged. It's believable.
That person probably said that, oh, you were born male, right? And they were like, sweet pea. Sweet pea.
I'm gonna beat this non-binary baby.
Your baby can't be assigned.
The person probably said, I'm having a girl, and he's like, no,
you're not. Punches you in the stomach.
Oh,
that's so.
I will say the bangs are a good choice if you have a receding hairline, or if you have a very like masculine face. So, I guess.
But
good job on that.
Let's read the comments on this one too.
Were you socialized to beat up pregnant people? Does this also apply to the baby of the pregnant lady you beat up? Yikes. Okay, well, good.
I think if you have this happen to you, or really you do it, bring it upon yourself, where you're arrested for such a heinous crime and it gets exposed on the internet, you've got to just stop posting content.
You gotta go work at the local gas station and just sit out, I think.
Far away from pregnant women and children.
Yeah, I don't think you should be influencing 282,000 people.
No, I really don't. And I didn't look all through that many of this person's videos, to be honest. Can you blame me? But
yeah,
I didn't see them addressing this controversy at all.
I doubt they would.
Just post through it, even when every top comment is saying that?
I mean, it's the double down method, and it works, unfortunately, because a year from now, people are going to stop commenting this, and then he or she or they will just keep making content, and people will forget about it.
But you know what's interesting, actually, to relate this back to more serious or substantive issues? I don't know what state this person lives in, but like, remember how we were talking about the California story? This person, despite being arrested for punching a pregnant woman or assaulting, I don't know what the exact form of violence
would still
was,
be allowed to go into women's spaces,
has a legal right to walk into a women's locker room in the state of California and other blue states with these self-ID policies. If you can't even have an exception that says, unless criminal history,
that birth certificate gets changed. Although I don't agree with you being able to change your birth certificate because it's a lie. But I do think you should be able to maybe change your license or something. But
I don't think so the problem is also, is it listing your sex or your gender identity? Because I don't think you should be able to list your sex as something that's not your sex. Like, I think we need to preserve sex as a biological concept.
Yeah.
But if they wanted to put gender identity or something or instead on some of these things, like on passports, why does it even need to list your sex?
Right.
Couldn't it just take that off? Right? Like,
well, I don't know. You might need to.
For what?
Identification purposes.
But it has a photo of you.
That's true. I don't know.
It's like
there's got to be a solution where we can make sure that people who hit pregnant women aren't going into the bathrooms.
that is like the bare minimum.
We can figure that out.
But these blue states are not hitting it.
We can figure it out.
But you guys let us know what you think. Are you even really surprised by this? Let us know in the comments. Make sure subscribed if you aren't yet. Hit the like button and all that. Oh, become a member.
Yep. Watch us break down Blossom's documentary,
which
a
is
powerhouse Black trans women.
When we will not interrupt her while she's speaking.
We will not interrupt. We are letting her speak today.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. And we'll be back with more normal gays real soon.